What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of TNC Reacts. Today is Tuesday Thoughts, and what we're going to be talking about is watching out for the red flags. Now, the reason I'm even talking about this because I was watching Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews, and they were showing a divorce proceedings. And this lady, I tell you, is out of there. But I wonder, what was she doing previously to where the guy missed it, married her, and then was like, I got to get out of this. And we're just seeing the end results. Because everything that she was saying, it sounded like either she was on some form of drugs or she's just mentally off. And I'm like, how do you miss that? Like, what occurred to where you missed it? Or did you just ignore it because she was doing certain things that you liked? And I mean, this also goes for women as well, because I see some of these relationships women be in, and it's like, yo, how did you end up there? Like, how is this the result? And how long has it been like this? You know, it baffles me, because what are the red flags you're avoiding or ignoring? Because a lot of times we have alleviation, processes or moments where we be like, well, they don't know us well enough yet. So let's just talk to them and make them understand that, I'm not cool with that. That works sometimes, but sometimes them red flags just be so blatant where you just got to be like, nah, I can't do that. That just ain't for me. Because a lot of times what I notice is that people will allow themselves to stick with people that they know for a fact. And I've even seen it. Some of these people are telling me stories where they know that these people were drug addicts. Straight up. From whenever they first met them, they saw them doing drugs. It's just that they didn't think that, they'd fall in love with them or something if they stayed around long enough. Or was it a person they were trying to help fix? Who knows? But those are like blatant red flags that they just avoid. And it's like, yo, so you knew this person was like this? Well, I ain't think it was going to be that serious. Drugs is drugs. Now, if you deal with the green, that's something different. But if you messing with powder, or you shooting up, or you popping pills like crazy, these are hardwired things that are very difficult to break. And if they're not willing to, if they're doing that when you meet them, I'm like, you shouldn't even be dealing with them. Because they're going to be making drug addict decisions. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, man. Like, a lot of people don't take that into consideration. If you got people that like to lash out during arguments, or they like to hit stuff when they're talking to you because they done got upset and they can't process the information, so they just get mad and start swinging and hitting stuff. Eventually, you're going to be the target. So why would you ignore those red flags early on and stick around for that? Because if they didn't hit the wall the first time, be like, I'm good. Because at least by the 100th time, I didn't probably lost 50 of them battles just because you're willing to go that route. I mean, these are things that you look for. You look for how they communicate, if they like to throw insults out. You know what I mean? Where they're just going hard in the paint on disrespect. Very early on, you notice that these are things, because one of the things that you notice about red flags is that they build up. So you'll see a glimpse of it, and then by the time it's really bad, it's full blown. You know what I mean? But they show it, and the more you accept it, the bigger it grows. You know what I mean? So you always want to make sure you pay attention to those things. But I'm telling you, take relationships serious and watch out for those red flags, because you got to understand, is this a person that you're willing to grow old and die with? Because there are moments when you're dealing with these people, I don't mean to laugh, but it's like, man, there are just certain levels of crazy where you're like, could you really process the idea of living with this person like that for the rest of your life? You know what I mean? And you don't want that for yourself. You definitely don't. So your goal is to do what? Make sure that you make the right choices. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. And be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody? Peace.